Poor boy was about to leave after eating when a waitress came with the bill. He told her he didn't have any money. The waitress asked then, "Why did you eat?" They were talking when a man standing nearby overheard them. He was the owner of the restaurant. The waitress quietly paid the boy's bill from her own saved money. The boy thanked her and left. Later, when the waitress was going inside with some dishes, the owner came and shouted at her, "Why did you give free food to that poor boy? He will come again and eat for free." She replied, "He had no money, so I helped him." The angry owner took her money box and walked away. The poor boy saw everything from the side. After some time, the poor boy returned with his father and said to the waitress, "My father hasn't eaten for days. Can you give us something?" She said, "Right now, I have nothing." But as they were leaving, she stopped them and said, "Wait, come with me." She took them inside. Another waitress saw them and rudely said, "Why are you bringing him again?" The kind waitress told her, "Please talk nicely." But the second waitress kept being rude. Just then, the owner entered and asked, "You brought him again for free food?" The kind waitress said, "I'll pay from my own money." The owner shouted, "Where is your money? Show me." She looked down in silence. The owner shouted again, "You're lying." Suddenly, the poor boy gave a $500 note from his pocket and said, "Take this." She tried to stop him, but the boy said, "It's okay, I don't need it." She gave the money to the owner, who insulted her again and walked away. The boy smiled and said, "If I were rich, your boss would be polishing my shoes." The waitress thanked him and he left. A few days later, the same poor boy and his father came back, but now they looked rich. The owner treated them with great respect and said, "Please come in and sit." The rich boy said, "I only want to meet that waitress." The owner got nervous and said, "Why her?" The boy replied, "Just call her, please." The owner went to the waitress and said, "Be polite. He's a very rich man." When the waitress came out and saw him, she was shocked. She asked, How did you become rich?" He smiled and said, "By luck, and I want to give you a gift." He pulled out some money, but another waitress came and tried to take it. The rich man said, "These are for her, not for you." The first waitress took her money. Then the man said, "From today, she will not work here anymore." The owner shouted, "She's not going anywhere." But the girl said, "I can go wherever I want. I don't need your permission." The rich man added, "She will work with us now." The angry owner walked away. The kind waitress offered food to the father and son, and they sat down to eat. After eating, the man said, "Would you like to work in my hotel as a manager?" The owner, who was standing nearby, interrupted, "She can't do that. I won't let her leave." But the girl said, "I will work with him." The man smiled and said, "Then let's meet at my hotel." As they were leaving, the owner blocked the gate and shouted, "No one is leaving." The girl handed him some money and said, "Here's your tip," and walked out with a smile. A few months later, the rude waitress came to her and said, "I lost my job. Please give me one." The kind girl said, "You must work honestly and respectfully with everyone. Then you can join." The second waitress promised to change and thanked her. As she went inside, the kind girl smiled and said to herself, "Everyone deserves help. Everyone deserves a second chance." Kindness has the power to change lives. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that inspire.